Hi, and welcome to Penn Central 99's channel. I'm Terry, and this is the River Mountain Model Railroad. We're almost at the end of February 2019, so I thought I would put together a little update to let everybody know what's going on. I'd like to get started by bringing everyone's attention to my home page, where you can see I just hit 2,900 subscribers a few days ago. I think this is a pretty good accomplishment. It shows that people are still sticking around and watching my videos. Plus, it's the same thing, even though I haven't been making a whole lot of videos lately, I'm still gaining subscribers. So I think it's very important, and I think it's important to you as the viewers for the most part that I've achieved 2,900 subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for one, for allowing me to reach such a milestone, and I think it's pretty big. I never imagined having this many subscribers for my channel. This is my latest weathering project. This is a center beam flat, and as you can see, I have put down a fade, and I've also added some rust spots and streaks to it. So as far as the update, this is one of my latest weathering projects. I'm not entirely done with it. I have a load that I'm going to put on there, but I at least wanted to show you what the weathering looked like before I put the load on there. The other thing, as far as the update, some of the details, you can see I've made some pallets there that I'm going to be using around some scenes for details. These pallets I put together, I actually had some scrap pieces of wood in the garage, and I measured them out. That's a 48-inch by 40-inch pallet. I used some small pieces of wood that I had in the garage left over from making the loads for the center beam flats, and I think those pallets turned out pretty good. They're going to look nice in some details and some scenes. So there you can see the two late projects, the weathering a center beam flat and making some pallets. One of the other projects is I decided to build one of the undecorated kits that I've had for a couple of years. So I started to put the pieces together a couple of nights ago. This is going to be the brake rigging and brake rodding for the undercarriage. You can see I started to glue the doors onto the car. This particular car comes with two different styles of doors, so I chose the Pullman standard style doors. I think it's pretty nice. So starting to put together an undecorated kit. I'll show you what it looks like once I get done and before I start painting it. A couple of weeks ago, I read an article and watched a video on making some what they call over center springs for manual turnout control. So after watching the video, I decided to try this on my staging yard because none of the turnouts have any locking devices on them. They are Atlas turnouts, so they don't lock into position like the Picos do. So what I did is I slightly modified the bend a little bit on the turnout control, and you can see here that it actually does work. I was pretty impressed, especially after reading the article and watching the video, and it was pretty easy to do. I did about 5 or 6 of these in about 30 minutes, and they actually do hold the turnout into position. And so what I did is I put all of these on the turnouts in the staging area so that they will hold into position while I'm hooking up cars. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and that is part of the update for this month, is the over center springs for manual turnout control. So if you need something to lock your turnouts into position, this is a pretty easy way to do it. Well, that pretty much does it for this edition. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. And as always, thanks for watching.